Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. So I'm on for a book haul finally. I have piles around here. I'm not sure where they all are, but I thought I would drag in a box and go through it and then see if I can find some more for you. So as usual, I think all of the ones pretty well that I'm going to show are ones that I found in the bin. So I've been doing lots of dumpster diving every time I do the recycling. There hasn't been a lot of good stuff, but I've grabbed some bits and pieces here and there over the last few weeks. And they've just been lost with all the moving I've been doing around here. So I thought I'd better get together and drag them out, have a look at them, and then I can harvest and put away what I want to. So okay, so as usual, end pages, and I took apart a few little booklets. I thought you can't really put these in the cardboard recycle bin, so I thought I'd take apart the booklets and I just salvaged the acetate that was on the top. It's quite yellowed, so I might give it a wash down and then reuse that in some projects. Start with the smaller books. I have this one which is Gone Fishing. Pretty sure I grabbed it mainly just for the cover. It's in pretty good condition. I like the colour and the pictures. Quite amusing. So we will see. And then of course I'll go in and usually rip out the first few pages. I like title pages and the pages that are sort of blank to back tags and that with. So I'll do that. If I need more text pages, I'll keep some, but I tend to have too many of those anyway. So there was the Company of Animals. I love this dust cover, so I will be keeping the dust cover. I don't think the actual cover was anything special, but again, I could very well reuse it. It's a nice size. I'll take out the pages that I want. There are a few pictures in this one. Don't know if it has a date on it. 1967 for this one. It just has your black and white pictures. I don't like seeing the dead animals, so I definitely won't keep any of them, but I might keep some of the tigers and the monkeys and the elephants. There was this, the Maneaters of Savo, or Savo. Beautiful. I love the spines on these books. It's got some lovely writing in there from 1939. I love that picture too in the title page. And I think this one had, yeah, this one has some black and white pictures as well. I have to do some African themed journals. This one, I love the cover on this one. It is The Secret, which can stay a secret. Yeah, so I'll just be keeping the cover, I think, for this one. It's beautiful. Make a nice little notebook. I love the inside pages as well. But the rest, yeah, I won't bother with the rest of it. It's all glossy. Rocks and Minerals. It's a guide. This is 57. It's got great little illustrations in it. Just a really nice size if you're doing a little project journal or something. A nice size for journaling cards or to slip into pockets. Or in a little cinch journal. This, which is Bleak House. The cover's a bit bleak. It's been stuck together everywhere. But I'd like to try and I'll see if I can get the sticky tape off without ruining it too much, and then reuse this front cover especially, and possibly the back, and maybe do a cinch journal with it. Very old brittle pages on the inside. Lots of age spots. It's a Charles Dickens book. It doesn't seem to have a date. The writing is really small, so probably keep some of these pages. They look almost like they've got smoke damage around them. They're so dark. So they'll be cool to use in collages and that sort of thing. There was this, A Dictionary of the Old West. Now, I quite like the cover on this too. It's embossed with the alphabet and then the date, 1858 to 1900s. But yeah, I quite like that cover. Some nice big blank pages for me. And it does have some illustrations that are quite neat. So I think I'll harvest the illustrations, and I'll probably harvest, if any of the definitions, if I like any of the definitions, I might cut them out as well. It's not a lot in it, but I do like some of the saddles and the hats. This is another, an encyclopedia, a children's encyclopedia. I love that page. Does it have a date? No. But I love the plates that you get in the encyclopedias, and this one is gorgeous. So many encyclopedias get thrown out, and I just want to rip out all of these colour plates before they go, at least. So, but this one's gorgeous. The flamingo and the peacock and the parrots. Again, illustrated definitions. Nice thick pages. Just want to see what's on the other side there. And their costumes. They're the coolest books. A book on dogs, which I can't resist. Isn't that gorgeous? Very cute. So I'll take all the cute ones out. Which is nearly all of them. Some for my son's journal, which never gets made. Regions of our country and our world. (1983). So again, just lots of illustrations that I can make ephemera with for various journals. This will be a quick harvest, this one. Got to get the bulk down and just grab the bits that I need. And recycle the rest, but at least the plastic cover will go in the bin and the pages into the recycling here. Stamps to cut out and use. Australia's Heritage, The Making of a Nation. Now, you do get a lot of these in little magazine form as well, because I did have, and probably still have, a pile of them here, which have exactly the same pages in and pictures. So, nice end pages. It's another one that I'll probably just harvest. What I really like this. Beautiful. Such a shame to see pages like that go to waste. So I'll grab all that sort of thing out of here. I'll be going for the glue book. I found my Daphne Diary scraps, and I put them out in the lounge so I can get started on another page in my Daphne's Diaries glue book. But I haven't been able to find my actual glue book. It's around here somewhere, so when I find that, I must do a page in that with you, because it's been ages. And my fingers are itchy to do some of that sort of thing. So another beautiful page. My Garden, Mary Russell Mitford. So this is 1990. It has some beautiful art in it. You could just base a couple of journals just with using the pictures that are in here, I think. I'm getting some lovely papers to go with. Just gorgeous. Nice size for journaling cards as well. My Mother Said, an anecdotal history concerning South Australia from 1838 to 1910. 1985. So this one has just vintage pictures. So I thought I would just harvest the vintage pictures out of this one, the ones that I like. Not a lot, but again, you know, rather than it going to the bin, I'd rather cut out the pictures that I can use, and then the rest can go to the bin. They're a little bit blurry, but I still think I can use them. Australian women artists from 1840 to 1940. $19.80. Look, I've got a library card and pocket. So, art pieces. I'm trying not to get too many. It's really hard with this sort of thing. I don't like seeing them go to the bin, but so many do go to the bin because people just don't buy them. And I don't want to use too much of this sort of thing, so I try and look for themed bits. Like this has a butterfly in that, so I'd use that in a nature journal and that. Sometimes I'll look, if it's something abstract that I like, I might use it as a background for a collage. Like this would be all right for a collage over the top. So again, not a lot. I mean, you could do something with every piece in there, but I have to be slightly selective at this stage. I quite like this actually for a background. yeah, it's usually the nature pictures that I prefer when it comes to artworks. This sort of thing's cool. Nothing more fun on a cold day than sitting down with some books and harvesting. So, gone are the days where I'd sit down with the book and read it. There were 3 of these. Osprey Men at Arms series. This is Wellington's Peninsular Army. They look quite new. Reprinted in 2000, this one. Special reprint. But they have some really cool uniform pictures that you could fussy cut out. So I thought I must grab them for those because they are cool. This is the Portuguese army of the Napoleonic Wars. Oh, that's a lovely picture too. The horse is beautiful. And Napoleon's German allies. Interesting couple of books there. The last one in this pile is the Reptiles and Amphibians. This one ended up going in the bin, and then I made my son grab it back out for me because my son comes and helps me do the recycling for the shop. And he sorts it now, so I actually don't get much of a look at what's there. He puts things to the side for me to look at while I'm squashing boxes and that. Yeah, and then when we go and tip it into the skip, I'm always like, ooh, what's that? Grab it back out for me. It's terrible. So this one's 1974, but yeah, had to get this one back out. It's got some cool pictures in it. Love all this sort of stuff. Oh, frogs. Oh, great. Just going to remove that right now for if I ever get on with the frog journal I'm meant to be doing. Oh, there's lots of them too. Just going to take these pages. If I don't do it now, it'll get put away and I'll never find it when I want it. So, okay, so I will go and see if I can find another box. Okay, I found a few more of the books. So this is The Heart of the Dragon. (1984). Some Chinese script there, which is awesome. And I thought this would just be great to harvest some of the Oriental sort of art, Oriental themed journals in the future that I might like to do. That would be nice for glue booking. So I think I'll probably harvest this one pretty quick too and just grab out what I think I'll be using. So I've got a box next to me and I'm putting in all the ones that I intend on harvesting quickly so that I don't need to find spots in my bookcases for all of them. And maybe over the weekend I'll do a pile of harvest, which would be good. And this is the opera guide. I can't even remember getting these. 1964. Great blank. I don't know why I get so excited about blank pages, but great blank pages. And as you know, if you watch my crafting, I use those to back everything. Because they're already aged, you don't have to tea dye them. So Now, there must have been something in here. Oh, yeah, there's music bits and pieces that I can cut out and use. The paper's nice and thick, so that would be great for some pockets and that as well. And then we've got some pictures of the opera if we are interested. I think I had ideas of to use some of this. I mean, I'd have heaps of that sort of stuff though. But it is nice when it's on your vintage paper like this. Now this, Bush Crest by Robin Hill. I think it looks a bit more exciting on the outside than the inside, but just want to see what that front cover's like. Pretty glossy. Really like that red-tailed cockatoo there. Mainly about birds. But it does have a lot of illustrations, and they're birds, and I love birds. They're not birds, but that's not a very nice one. Like the hawks and that though, they're cool. I think I will harvest the pictures that I want. Oh, that's beautiful, that one is. Peregrine and a pigeon. A quilting book. Thought I'd just save that for a friend of mine that quilts. I don't know if she'll want that one, but I saved it for her anyway. So. Same with this DMC book of cross-stitch and counted thread work. So I must not let that go to the bin. I have done cross-stitch before. It's about the only craft that I've actually successfully done prior to starting making junk journals. I can't really say I'm that successful at that, but I give it a red hot go anyway. But yeah, prior to that I did do some cross-stitch, and my daughter's keen on doing some in the future as well. So 1994 for this one. It's open work, pattern darning and black work. I have done one black work as well, which I quite enjoyed. Sometimes you can get some great ideas even for just how to make something. You know, how to make the little bags, even if you're not going to do the cross stitch on them. So I always like to have a look and see. Oh, they're nice shells. A few cute little patterns. World Atlas, which I don't need any more of, but if they're nice vintage ones, I grab them anyway. This is 1977. Yeah, nice vintage looking. This is companion planting in Australia. Might actually, I like those pages. I'll probably harvest this for my gardening journal when I start using that again too. Might be some bits and pieces of information that I'd like to use, and I like the pictures as well. And then we've got this McCall's Sewing in Colour. I'm a sucker for the sewing books too. It's so retro. 1964 for this one. Oh, yeah, that's funny. Just love all the different colours they use. And you can make such cool embellishment pieces or ephemera pieces with these sorts of books. So. And we still use a lot of these techniques now, don't we, in our ruffles and all that sort of thing. So. And then the last one that I think I'll show you today, I'm sure I have another couple of boxes, but I will find them and do another video maybe for next week if I can get my stuff together, is this Hymns, Ancient and Modern. I love when it says that in a book that's so old. But yeah, I kind of like this embossing on the back too. So I might be able to do something with that. The writing says June 16th, 1920. The date here is 1906. Just your very old hymns. Oh, look, a rusty pin. I will treasure it. Looks sharp too. Tetanus inducing. All right, so that is it for my book haul. So none of them were ultra exciting or anything, but it's good to save them from the bin and use what we can out of them. So I'm quite happy with that. I have no idea what's in the other boxes, so it'll be fun to look through them together when I find them. So have a wonderful weekend. Do take care of yourself, and I will see you again soon. Bye.